The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down at the 47-yard line.
Check Mike 21, check Mike.
Now it's Breida. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Breida with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Grant. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And it coughed it up, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Set. 70 Indy. Check back 21. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Gone. High 7. Let's go. Watch twist. Ready.
To throw on third down. Love. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We're good. You right, 80? 29.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Down. 180. Right there. 54 Mike. Yo. 734.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Check three. Raider 1.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Carr to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Panthers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and forever.
Right there. Big Alpha. 54.
From the gun, Carr. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Carr going to go on fourth down. And this is incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
What down? 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Better bring it. You're mine. Better bring it.
Carr now on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Yep.
They run again with Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Panthers have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Down. 180. Max by 4. Let's go.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will get him 1 closer. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Well, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
This is Breida. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Crosby for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Panthers. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Carr now to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Again, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Five. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike's 54.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game of the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Here's Breida. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Come on, set. 30 pace. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the